had already been addressed. So I want us to move on straight to the political implications. And we start off not on Rigathi Gachagua's political trajectory, but the precedent set by the pronouncements yesterday, especially on the threshold for impeachment of a deputy president, because now going forward, this was unprecedented. It's the very first time, but now we are learning a few things. What is the biggest lesson, Senator Nyutu, we've learned from this in as far as impeachment is concerned, and even the selection of a running mate going forward?
Thank you, Fred. But allow me to just say one or two things without taking you back, that to assure Senator Mungatana that each one of us has a way of expressing themselves. So if I express myself when maybe I'm making a point by raising my voice, you cannot call that emotional. It's my way of speaking. And so people should speak the way they do and allow others to speak the way they do. Number two, Fred, I think Senator Mungatana should drop the argument, although we are not going to go back to that. Rigiji was not, he dropped the prayer to be reinstated in office. And so actually our major prayer, or Rigathi Gachagua's major prayer, was that we quash the impeachment. And so the argument that, you know, there will be a constitutional crisis if we quashed the same, because I mean,
reinstatement was not
yes, reinstatement was not one of the prayers. It was actually dropped in the amended petition, and that should be remembered. And I think the rule of sub judice, which Senator Mungatana indicated, he said that the matter is live. I think the appeals are yet to be filed, and so I think we are safe from the rule of sub judice until then. The appeal has been lodged with the court, formally, and just to remind Senator Mungatana, because he's getting very act when Wakili Kenyanjui, refers to President Ruto, to tell Senator Mungatana that there is no way whatsoever you can be able to remove President Ruto from the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. So Senator Mungatana may continue supporting President Ruto, but he cannot remove him from this particular impeachment. Why? Because, Fred, we have had people who said that they were called in public. I mean, nobody didn't hear what the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Shollei, said in Eldoret, and they said that ukisema Gachagua ende nyumbani, tunampeleka nyumbani. Nobody did not hear Tabitha Karanja, the senator for Nakuru, say that she was called to State House and told by President Ruto that she had to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. I mean, this is something that is in public domain. So Senator Mungatana, regardless of how much you may want to, remove President Ruto from this, my brother, you cannot be able to, because he is in the middle of it. And I do not want to say other things, but of course, you know that President Ruto, through the Speaker of the National Assembly, had already been able to secure a special sitting even before the impeachment was done, because Rigathi Gachagua was impeached at around 12 midnight on the 17th of October 2024. By 9 the following morning, there was already, a sitting of the National Assembly to discuss the name of the new deputy president, who had been appointed by President Ruto at night. So there is no way you can be able to extricate President Ruto from this. So I just to ask my very good friend and colleague to stop engaging in an exercise of hair splitting, because there is no way you can remove President Ruto from this. And when dictatorship and demigods are mentioned,
you want here, to have a comeback on that?
It's coming to next.
One thing you should do, Fred,
just answer the question,
is to ask Senator Mungatana. We are listening to him. We are hearing him in complete silence. I think Senator Mungatana is misbehaving this morning, because he will not allow others to speak. Senator Mungatana, you are a sober leader. You can be able to hold your points. You can be able to hold your points until you get time. That is what we are doing. Learn from us.
That's what I'm doing.
Anyway, to answer your question.
So that the show can go on.
Yes, but you see, I had to respond because I had not been given an opportunity. But of course, there are many political implications from the ruling yesterday. But what I want to say, you asked me what it means.
On the position of Deputy President and running mate going forward after this pronouncements were made.
I really don't think that there is anything to do with the nomination of the Deputy President. I think it has everything to do with the manners of the President. That, you know, because now we are talking politics, not this Lego thing. You know, what should happen, Fred, is that going forward, when a presidential candidate nominates a running mate, who will then be the deputy president, if they win the election, they must know that once you nominate me as your deputy president, that the vote, we read both your name and my name. Mm-hmm. And so the people must know, deputy president is not a vice president who is just nominated by the president. This is somebody whom Kenyans vote for. And regardless of what people may want to say, sometimes I may not like as a voter, I may not like the presidential candidate, but I like the deputy president.
It is the ease with which you can get rid of a deputy president I'm more concerned about. It happened and it was fast-tracked. Within 2 days it was done.
That's what I'm saying, but I think that will have more to do with the legal position, and that is why there is this particular contention in court that where you just use your power as president, like I've told you, you are calling people and intimidating them because you are president to make sure that your deputy is impeached. Then I think the courts are supposed to come and, of course, then now deliver, deliver the fair position, because, of course, the president.
Now, after the court pronouncement yesterday, the way it's gone, do you feel that even the impeachment process or the judiciary's input is sufficient?
I think I heard the judges say that they make a declaration that Parliament should come up with a law to deal with the impeachment of a deputy president.
Correct.
Because remember, what is there in the Constitution, Fred, is the removal from office of the president. Then there is a provision or proviso, I don't know whether that is what they call it, that the same will apply for the removal of deputy president. So I think it's important that Parliament then comes up with the law as per the declaration by the court yesterday that relates to the removal of a deputy president from office. And I think all those matters should be considered when coming up with this law, so that then we can prevent or protect the deputy president from the influence of the president in the removal of a deputy president from office. So I think this law will, of course, need a lot of input from Kenyans through public participation and a lot of, scholarly advice and legal consultations, so that tomorrow a deputy president will be removed not on the basis of what the president wants, but on the basis of the legal provisions that then will be created by Parliament when coming up with this law, if at all.
Yes. But the bill is there. The bill is there.
Before I come to Wakili, you may be deputy president in future. The new constitution, the Constitution